Hey guys, so today I thought I would do an easy, quick glam look that I plan to be doing for New Year's Eve. My husband and I are not going out, we're going to be staying home, but we've decided that we're going to have a little date night at home. So I wanted to do something a little bit special, but since I am staying at home, I didn't want to go full out. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I am working with Sephora on today's video, so a huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. All of the products that I'm going to be using can be found at Sephora. I will link them down below in my description box. And if you are not a beauty insider at Sephora yet, I will leave a link down below in my description box where you can sign up. It is absolutely free, and there are a lot of fun perks. So let's go ahead and start with primer. I have the La Mer Hydrating Illuminating Primer. I have not used this in a while, and I've been really enjoying like a glowy primer lately, and this is one that I've had in my drawer. So it does have like a pump at the top, and it's one of those products, it's like has a lotion texture, but there's a lot of radiance to it, so you can use it under foundation, over foundation. You can use it as like a spot highlight if you want, and it has a really lovely texture. It's very, very moisturizing. I have dry skin, so it works great for me. And it just leaves my skin looking really, really pearly. So I'm basically adding 2 pumps all over. And here you can probably see the iridescent sheen that it has on my forehead best. There is like a little bit of like a pinkiness to it. It's very, very pretty. It's very pearly. Oh, and before I forget, I promised you guys that I would start mentioning the candle that I'm burning in the background. So today we have the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like almost done, and it actually may burn out while I'm filming, which would be really exciting. As you guys know, I'm trying to get through my candle collection, but this is one of my favorite scents for the winter time. There's just something, I don't know, there's something very holiday about it. But anyway, that's what I have burning in the background. So for foundation, I am going to be using the Dior Air Flash. I have it in the shade 2W, which is 201, or was 201 because I think they renamed all the shades. So this is the one that comes in the spray can, and I just love the finish of this foundation. It's wonderful. But because we're doing, you know, kind of like an easy look, I don't really want all of the coverage that this has. This has like a really, really nice, you know, medium, buildable to medium high coverage. I kind of want like a light medium coverage, so I'm going to be applying it with a beauty blender. And so I'm going to spray some onto the butt of the blender. And then I'm just going to stamp it on, and I feel like that keeps the foundation from giving me too much coverage. Just keeps it kind of sheer. But this foundation has such an amazing skin-like finish. It's really, really gorgeous. All right, so there is the Dior Air Flash on. Again, I just love this finish. It's so natural and beautiful. It really looks like your skin, but better. Amazing. As for concealer, I'm going to go in with my Clinique Even Better Concealer. I do have it in the shade CN10 Alabaster. This was my favorite concealer release from 2020. It's really so fantastic. And I really love this sponge that they have included. I don't usually like applicators that are included with products, you know, like the brushes and eyeshadow palettes and stuff. I never use them, but I really wanted to give this sponge a try because it had such a nice texture. It's just like, it's soft but firm all at the same time. And yeah, and it works really, really well for me. So I love that sponge, and I do love this concealer. It does such a nice job concealing. It has such a lovely creamy texture. It doesn't get funky on me during the day like a lot of concealers do. So this has been such a rock solid concealer for me this year. All right, all concealed. And now I am going to use a loose powder that I don't normally use for loose powder. So when I use loose powder, it's generally to set my makeup, and I just like something with a very natural finish. I really don't want to add too much glitter or glisten or shimmer at that point. But today I do, since I am kind of doing like an easy glam look for New Year's Eve. So this is the Laura Mercier. It's their translucent loose setting powder, but this is the glow version. So I do have a small size of this. It's like their travel size. And on occasion, I will mix a little bit of this into my regular setting powder if I want like a little something. But today I'm just going to use this one because we want to do something glam for New Year's. I'm going to use my Surratt face brush And I just poured a little bit out into this cap. So I hope you guys can see this like amazing sheen that my skin has. It really looks very, very shimmery, but I'm not sure if the light is actually picking it up, but it is quite shimmery in person. You can probably see it right here, but it looks like I kind of have like a subtle highlight all over my face. So next I want to contour. For some reason, whenever I think of doing a glam look, I always want to include contour. I don't know, there's something about like chiseling out your features that makes it more glam to me. I don't know. Anyway, I do have the contour powder from Surratt. This is actually part of his artistic blush line. This is the shade Grisale. I don't know, I'm probably slaughtering that, but anyway, it'll be linked down below in the description box. And I do have the Surratt sculpting brush here. This is like the angled cheek brush. So I'm just gonna go in and just add a little bit. I don't wanna go, you know, too crazy. And because I have a wide face as opposed to a long face, I just like to contour on the sides. I don't really contour all the way around. I just contour like up by my temples and then down by my cheekbones. There, hopefully this contour is giving me back some bone structure. I've been eating like such junky junk food lately. My face is so puffy. Anyway, so that is the Surratt contour powder. So let's move on to blush. I have the Charlotte Tilbury blush in Ecstasy, and here is Ecstasy. So I'm gonna try and focus it on the outer ring here. I don't want surprisingly, I don't want a super bright blush today because I want something like a little bit more focused on the eyes and the lips today. Just gonna put a little bit on just to give me some color. And then for highlight, we're gonna use my favorite highlighting palette from 2020. This is the Guerlain Meteorites Pearl Dust palette. And I'm gonna go in with this pink one, maybe a combo, well, maybe all three. That's what I usually end up doing. I usually just end up kind of dipping my brush in all three and then kind of tapping off any excess. And then just brushing that on. And since we want to be really glowy for this look, I am going to brush it kind of all over. Well, all over my high points, not all over my face, but you know, center of my forehead and down my nose. So because I did the contour, I didn't add any bronzer. I'm trying to decide whether or not I need maybe a little bit. If I do with an outfit like this, I'm gonna have to bring it all the way down. So maybe I will forego bronzer. Yeah, I think the contour did enough, and the blush did enough to kind of just bring some color back to my complexion. All right, and of course for eyebrows, I'm gonna use the Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel. I have it in the shade Espresso. And then for eyes, we're gonna use one of my like old time favorites, but it's so perfect for like an easy glam look. This is the Viseart Theory palette in Chroma. It's just such a like black tie, sophisticated color story, isn't it? And I love these shimmers. And the Viseart shimmers are definitely very, very sophisticated and subdued. So I do like it for like a quick, easy glam look. So I'm gonna focus on this shimmer shade in the middle here. Surprise, it's like a metallic taupe shade. But it's this middle one here. So I'm gonna use a really big fluffy blending brush because I want like just a nice wash of this color. So I've got the Sephora number 38. This is the Pro Featherweight Crease Brush. And I'm gonna go into that metallic taupe and place it all over. And I'm gonna bring it high onto my brow bone. Now I'm gonna take this 218 brush from Makeup Forever. It's like a really fat liner brush. It's kind of dense. So I'm gonna go into the deeper metallic shade here, and I'm gonna run this across my lash line. And I'm just winging it out a little bit. I'm basically just kind of running my brush from the outer corner in. Nothing too dramatic. And then I'm going to add just a little bit of that to my lower lash line. And that's it. A pretty glam smoky eye look with just 2 eyeshadows. So next I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes, and then we're going to add some mascara. All right, so I wanted a mascara that was going to kind of go with this smokier eye look. So we're going to use the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara. This mascara gives me a nice amount of volume and separation. All right, and just 2 more steps. I've got the Gucci sheer lipstick in Goldie Red. I really wanted, again, like a really easy look, and I think a red lip is always very, very glam, but I didn't want anything like red lip high maintenance. So a sheer red lip I thought would be the perfect compromise. So finally, I wanted to end everything off with a fragrance. As you guys know, I've been really getting into fragrances this past year. So I had hauled the Gucci Flora Gorgeous Gardenia scent, and then Gucci actually sent me like a larger bottle of it. Isn't this beautiful? I love this bottle. I think it's so pretty, and I love this fragrance. It's just this really like nice hybrid between like citrus and floral, which I love. So it's light, but the floral gives it a little bit of like levity, so I feel like it's appropriate for evening as well as daytime. It's really one of those like all around beautiful fragrances. So I'm just gonna spritz some on. Oh, I love this fragrance. Oh, it's so beautiful. Well, that is it for my easy glam New Year's Eve look. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful New Year's. I will see you tomorrow for my last Mishmas video. I can't believe 2021 is right around the corner. So exciting. So exciting. So everything that I use will be listed down below in my description box. A huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye guys.